Welcome back. Chael Sonnen has strong opinions, this we know, and he's never one to skirt an issue. Whether it's issues of performance enhancers or fighters not handling their business properly, Chael won't back down in or out of the cage.
You just recently said that you're going to remain on testosterone replacement therapy. It's something that's legal, it's prescribed, and you go through. Is this something that you feel differently, you know, with the way it's been raised in the media over the last month? Do you even have any kind of reservations dealing with this anymore?
Well, the whole testosterone thing's really interesting from more of a philosophical standpoint.
Sure.
Testosterone's a real big, hey, look at what this hand's doing so you don't see what this one's doing. And people have missed the boat, you know, so much. And they do talk about testosterone, and I hear those arguments, and I tend to agree with them. Even though I take testosterone, I tend to agree with the arguments that are saying, hey, what's really going on here? And when I hear those, it does raise some flags, because I'm not an expert on it either. I'm just a guy that went to the doctor. Here's what you've got to do. All right, you take your doctor's advice. But I will tell you this. Testosterone is a very small concern on the legal list. Now, I'm not talking about guys that are cheating. I'm not talking about your guys that have found a way around the testing procedures. I'm talking about your guys that come straight forward, do everything right, and say, here's what I'm doing. Is this allowed? Yes, okay, well, I'm going to do it. Testosterone's not the greatest performance enhancer that's legal. And as long as people can keep you looking at this hand, they don't see what's over here.
What's better?
There's a lot of stuff better. And I'll tell you this, the media asks the wrong questions. You know, I hear the question come up all the time.
I'm going to have to pay you to be a reporter for us.
Well, here's what you'll hear a lot of. And again, I'm not here to answer questions. I'm going to ask some questions. But here's what you'll hear a lot of. Did you do steroids? And a guy can look you right in the eye. You know, Lance Armstrong could look you right in the eye and say no. He's telling the truth. People will say, do you think there's a problem with steroids in MMA? They can look you right in the eye and say no. And they're telling the truth. The media is asking the wrong questions. This isn't 1976 Germany. People aren't still doing steroids. The media hasn't caught up with what's going on. So again, if you can keep them looking at this hand, they don't see this one.
Are you talking about maybe some designer stuff that's just
I'm not talking about anything. I'm just throwing out there that the media is asking the wrong questions. And, you know, even the commissions, you know, they're allowing things, and then they get mad if you use them. And you go, well, guys, now wait a minute. You set the rules, and we're going to follow those rules. Well, that's a loophole in the rule. Go, no, that's not a loophole. That's your rule. And if you don't like the rule, by all means, change it. But don't punish a guy because he followed your rule, you know. And I also hear the term a lot, performance-enhancing drug. And whenever somebody says that, just stop talking to them because they're not up to speed. Look, why would you ever take a drug if it wasn't going to enhance your performance? You know, don't get caught up on the word drug. Let's talk about medicine. All medicine is meant to enhance your performance, whether it's a sleep aid that helps you get a little more rest so you can be in a better mood and work harder the next day, or, you know, whatever it may be. There is no such medicine that doesn't enhance a person's performance. That would be called malpractice. I mean, could you imagine going to the doctor and saying, Doc, I feel great. You got anything that could bring me down a notch? You can't do that. I mean, that's what medicine is. It's meant to enhance your performance. So anytime someone says, did you do a performance-enhancing drug? Well, yeah, why else would have I possibly taken the medicine? But that doesn't mean it was meant to make me bigger or stronger or faster or these things. It could help you get a good night's sleep. Tylenol, you know, caffeine and coffee to wake you up if you're headed into a meeting. You know, whatever the case may be, they're all meant to enhance your performance. So, again, the media asks the wrong question repeatedly. And it's this major debate now, and everyone's focusing on testosterone. It's like, guys, let the testosterone go. Start going down the list and seeing what else is going on here. That's legal. I'm not talking about guys breaking rules. I'm talking about on a legal scale. Testosterone's not at the top of the heap.
What would you say is at the top of the heap?
I wouldn't.
That doesn't help me very much.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, but that's media's job. You know, I watch these reporters go out, and it's certainly not just MMA. Sure. It's not just you. You know, I brought up Lance a moment ago. Well, they're all trying to say Lance perjured himself. No, he didn't. I guarantee he didn't.
Well, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, more with Chael Sonnen.